Hello everyone and welcome to the next episode of the FYI. I am Varshit and I will be covering the story about the farmers' protest in New Delhi. What is the Farm Reform Bill? In September, the Government of India announced three agricultural reforms. Farmers and many experts believe this will further exploit them and harm the food security of the country. Let's look into what these three laws are. Consumers or companies can now buy produce outside the Agricultural Product Market Committee or the APMC. Previously, farmers could only sell their product at the nearest registered market, which were regulated by the state laws. The second involves changes in the essential Commodities Act 1995, under which the government has lifted the ban on storage of potatoes, onions, pulses, etc. The third reform is the Farmers' Agreement on Price Assurance and Farm Services, under which the government will promote contract farming. These reforms were supposedly made by the government in order to increase the farmers' income. Let's look into what the government has to say about these new laws. The government says that the new laws have various kinds of deregulation measures which will increase the competition for agricultural output, thereby increasing the farmers' income. Previously, under the APMC Act, an act which is more than 55 years old, it was compulsory for the farmers to bring their product to the regulated wholesale markets, also known as the mandis. There, the middlemen or commission agents helped farmers sell their harvest to state-run agencies or private traders. This law essentially aimed at protecting the farmers from being exploited by big institutional buyers. The government now, with the new law, argues that the middlemen of these wholesale markets form an extra layer in the supply chain and their commission pushes up the prices for the consumers. In a recent address at a virtual event, PM Modi pointed out a few advantages of the new law. He reached out to the farmers and said that they are not working with an intention of deceiving them, and if someone finds the earlier system better, the new law is not stopping them from using it. He reassures the farmers that the new law does not mean the end to the traditional mandis and the minimum support prices fixed by the government. The relationship between the commission agents and the farmers also stands at a risk. On an average, 50 to 100 farmers are attached with each agent who takes care of the farmers' financial loans and ensures timely procurement and adequate prices for their crop. The new laws threaten this relationship. Experts also say that the new laws indicate some ambiguities and inconsistencies. How contract farming will change is an area to note. To summarize, farmers are being asked to accept major risks against their wishes without any other choice in exchange of getting a riskier, bigger income. So, what is the problem with it and why are the farmers protesting it? There is a rising concern that the national government acted without the cooperation of the states and without a good understanding of different situations of various states with respect to their existing policies towards agricultural production and marketing. The farmers also believe that the new laws will open agricultural sale and marketing outside the APMC. Since the state government will not be able to collect any kind of fee outside the APMC, farmers believe that the new law will gradually end the mandi system and will then depend on the mercy of the corporates. Farmers fear that in this situation, corporates will then start dictating their terms and end up getting a lesser amount for their crops. Let's look into the current situation of the protests and the government's response to it. Thousands of farmers have marched towards the capital, New Delhi, facing police barricades followed by the use of tear gas and water cannons. The protests come at a time when Delhi is reeling under the second wave of the coronavirus, with daily cases going above 6,000 in the capital. The farmers believe that dismantling the mandi system will bring an end to the assured procurement of their crops. They're demanding that the government guarantee MSP in writing. Currently, 36 farm unions are holding talks with the central government over these farm laws. Union Minister Narendra Singh Tomar, Piyush Goyal, Som Prakash are a part of the government team. Along with the 36 farm unions belonging to the farmers of Punjab, 2 representatives from Haryana and another leader from Uttar Pradesh will attend these talks as well. The farmers have emphasized that demand for their repeal of the new farm law is non-negotiable. Earlier, they had also rejected Centre's offer after the government had asked them to leave the Burari grounds in New Delhi. Lastly, Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has also extended his support towards the farmers, saying that their situation is concerning and that Canada will always be there to defend the rights of peaceful protesters.